It's like we really need to keep an eye out for Marvel's new Eyes of Wakanda. Black Panther's new MCU show is set to introduce a wild new Avengers team, according to a bold Marvel theory. Plus, the upcoming Black Panther spin-off officially breaks an MCU timeline trend. So, here we are, ready to give you that first look at it. Let's start with what we know about the new Avengers team, possibly introduced in Black Panther's upcoming MCU series, Eyes of Wakanda. This animated series is set to explore various historical eras of the fictional African kingdom within the MCU's main universe, Earth 616. This means that revelations from its storyline could have implications across the MCU's live-action movies and shows. In the MCU's Phase 1, the Avengers Initiative was established, inspired by events like the formation of the Avengers and Captain Marvel's role in defeating her Kree enemies. These events were pivotal in shaping the superhero landscape we know. However, beyond the original Avengers, other superhero teams like the Midnight Suns and the upcoming Young Avengers offer different takes on the concept of Earth's mightiest heroes. Now, Eyes of Wakanda has the potential to introduce a completely new iteration of the Avengers that predates even the familiar squad led by Iron Man and Captain America. This ancient team could bring a fresh perspective to the MCU's superhero history, unveiling heroes and events from millennia ago that have shaped the universe we've come to know. As we await more details, it's clear that this series is set to expand the MCU's mythology in exciting and unexpected ways. That said, Eyes of Wakanda has the potential to introduce significant figures in Wakandan history, including the MCU's first Black Panthers, Bashenga and Mosey. Bashenga, the inaugural Black Panther, will likely make his on-screen MCU debut in this animated Disney Plus series. Described in Marvel lore as the first to commune with the panther goddess Bast and consume the heart-shaped herb, Bashenga unified Wakanda's tribes and shielded the kingdom from the outside world. This foundational act set the stage for generations of Wakandan leaders and warriors bearing the mantle of the Black Panther. The series is set to span various eras of Wakanda, following different characters engaged in retrieving dangerous vibranium artifacts across the globe. The narrative approach opens the door for exploring the rich history of Wakanda, predating even T'Chaka and T'Challa's reigns. Given the depth of Wakandan lore teased in the MCU, such as Bashenga being referenced by Killmonger's father, Prince Njobu, in Black Panther, fans can expect deep dives into these historical figures who shaped Wakanda's destiny. Alongside Bashenga, another figure likely to feature prominently is Mosey, an early successor to the Black Panther mantle. In Marvel Comics, Mosey's encounter with Odin and the handling of Mjolnir forged a bond between the Asgardian and Wakandan realms. Odin even selected Mosey as one of the founding members of his Earth-based superhero team, predating the modern Avengers by millennia. This backstory not only enriches Wakanda's history, but also intertwines it with the broader cosmic mythology of the Marvel Universe. Furthermore, Bashenga and Mosey's MCU debut could potentially involve the prehistoric Avengers, a concept explored in Marvel Comics' Avengers 1 million BC. This storyline features a lineup of ancient heroes, including Odin, Mosey, and the first sorcerer, Supreme Agamotto. Together, they form a team to combat threats like Zagreb the Aspirant, a celestial infected by parasitic insects known as the Horde. In this ancient era, the Stone Age Avengers also clash with formidable adversaries such as Ayak, who resurrects Arishem the Judge, one of the Celestials seen in the MCU, to intervene on their behalf. Their battles extend to include confrontations with beings like Laufey, Loki's father, as well as encounters with time-traveling villains like Doctor Doom and Mephisto. Despite their challenges, the prehistoric Avengers endure and periodically reunite across millennia. This narrative not only adds depth to Wakandan history by integrating figures like Bashenga and Mosey into the wider Marvel universe, but it also sets the stage for exploring the ancient origins of superheroism. It highlights how these early heroes laid the foundation for future generations, including Odin's eventual rule over Asgard and Thor's emergence as a key figure in the cosmic realms. As Eyes of Wakanda potentially draws upon these rich mythologies, it could illuminate pivotal moments in MCU history while connecting Wakanda's legacy to broader cosmic events. This approach not only enriches the storytelling tapestry of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but also promises to deepen our understanding of its characters and their enduring impact across epochs. With that being said, the MCU's prehistoric Avengers, known as Avengers 1,000,000 BC, could pave the way for the introduction of 3 new heroes in the modern day. In addition to Mosey, Odin, Agamotto, and Moon Knight, another crucial member of this ancient team is Firehair, the earliest known host of the Phoenix Force. Firehair is credited with the idea of assembling Earth's mightiest heroes to protect the planet from threats like the Phoenix Force and other dangers. Alongside Odin, Firehair recruits an early host of the Spirit of Vengeance known as Ghost Rider and Fan Fei, the first Iron Fist. While Eyes of Wakanda may only touch briefly on the prehistoric Avengers, a cameo appearance by characters like Firehair, Fan Fei, and Ghost Rider could lay the groundwork for their future introductions in the MCU. This approach would establish their origins within the MCU's continuity and set the stage for the eventual arrival of modern-day heroes like Jean Grey, Danny Rand, Colleen Wing, Johnny Blaze, and Robbie Reyes. Jean Grey notably hasn't appeared in any non-X-Men MCU-related projects yet, making her potential introduction particularly significant. Meanwhile, Agamotto and the First Fist of Khonshu would expand on the MCU lore of Stephen Strange and Mark Spector. Agamotto, the first Sorcerer Supreme, is known for his battles with Dormammu and for wielding the Eye of Agamotto, possibly designed to house the Time Stone in the MCU. On the other hand, the First Fist of Khonshu marks the beginning of the Moon Knight's legacy, with subsequent Moon Knights inheriting enhanced abilities and a deep connection to the Egyptian deity Khonshu. By weaving these ancient heroes into the fabric of the MCU through Eyes of Wakanda, Marvel can enrich its universe with intricate mythologies and lay the foundation for compelling storylines involving both past and present heroes. This approach not only expands the MCU's narrative scope, but also deepens the connections between characters and their enduring legacies across time. Eyes of Wakanda has the potential to seamlessly tie into the MCU's cosmic narratives, even if it doesn't directly explore Mosey's adventures with the Avengers in 1,000,000 BC. The series could briefly touch upon Mosey's interactions with cosmic entities like Odin, the Phoenix Force, the Celestials, and the Eternals, aligning well with the broader cosmic stories in the MCU. For instance, delving into Odin's early relationship with Midgard, or Earth, would deepen his character's mythology and set the stage for future MCU developments. Introducing Jean Grey's story long before her official debut in the MCU could provide rich backstory and context for her character. Additionally, revisiting the Eternals and the Celestials in an earlier time frame than depicted in Chloe Zhao's Eternals film could expand on their roles and origins within the MCU's ancient history. The presence of significant figures like Bashenga, Mosey, Odin, Khonshu, Agamotto, the Eternals, and the Celestials coexisting in the MCU's ancient past presents a wealth of storytelling opportunities. These characters collectively represent an untapped resource that could enrich the MCU's lore and provide new perspectives on familiar elements like Wakanda's vibranium, the origins of the Black Panthers, the development of mystic arts, and the earlier lives of the Eternals. An animated MCU series like Eyes of Wakanda is perfectly suited to explore these ambitious concepts without the constraints of a higher budget, allowing for imaginative storytelling and intricate world-building. By integrating these cosmic characters and themes into the series, Marvel can expand the scope of its universe and deepen connections between different aspects of its mythology, offering fans a deeper dive into the MCU's rich tapestry of history and legend. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.